right?
Thank
All
you.
right. So yeah, so I sent yeah, Sway is the broker that I leverage on MT5, right? On MT5, I use Sway. But then on MT4, I use KLT, or just Eagle FX. But you don't have to use, like I said, you don't have to use any of my brokers, but we could talk more about that. I
Okay.
already I already referred you to one if you want to take advantage of that one, and that's on MT5. But if you want to use MT4, there are also brokers that you can use as well that works
Yeah.
with MT4 as well. So good question.
Uh,
And then what after
Why
that?
the two different platforms? Is it like
Yeah, no, it's just the options. I just like options. And there's Sway. I just learned about Sway. It's pretty good, and Sway is regulated. My other brokers are not regulated. So the difference between regulated and unregulated is just like, okay, so say for example, you have a country with a law enforcement, another country that doesn't have no laws. So that's the difference.
I know US is very you have to comply.
Yeah. So that's that. And then when it comes to crypto, my brother, like it's the same process, brother. So that's why when I tell people like what I'm teaching you is not it's not just it's not just, oh, let's go make money. No, what I'm teaching you is how you can be able to feed yourself every single day because of the skill set that you're learning. Like I teach the skill set, I teach the art of trading. I don't just come on here and, oh, how can I make money today? Because it's not every single day that I trade. That's not how trading works. Trading
Exactly.
is something that you have to know how to participate in and move with the big dogs. You don't just come in there and try to go against them. You know?
Mhm.
So what I teach people is how to read this market so that way they feel confident in themselves to want to analyze it and be able to know how to make a move for themselves long term. Right? You see what I did with Euro USD right now? I promise you, I already know what's gonna do next.
Really?
With
Like what's the predictive mode,
Because it's two ways. I literally just went over it not too long ago. I said there's two ways I can go about it. As long as it stays above that 78, between that 78 and 88 level, and
Yeah,
doesn't go any lower,
yeah,
it doesn't depreciate any lower.
yeah.
And when I mean lower, it doesn't depreciate and close below, right, the 100% level. It's gonna continue to go bullish. It's very simple. But if it breaks below that zone that we have right there, and it breaks below that point 82,
Yeah.
and closes strongly and gives me a bearish engulfing, it's going to continue to go bearish. It's very simple. There's no two ways about it. I've been doing this for too long that I don't have to analyze the market for too long for me to sit there and be like,
Exactly.
what's it going to do next? Like, now I already know what it's going to do because I just looked at it right now, you know?
Wow.
So it's really not that hard. Like, people just need to understand that all we're doing in trading is just drawing lines and drawing shapes.
Exactly. I've never heard you mention like using fundamentals. It's all about trend analysis, technical analysis.
Literally. And then let's say if I want to throw in the fundamentals now, all I have to do is look at, okay, remember, fundamentals is also in this technical too, because I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you a story. I'll
Okay.
just use this to tell you a story right now. So,
Yeah.
in December 2000, in November 2000, can you see where my arrow is? So right here at the bottom, look at this. Look at this little mouse right here. Can you see it? Can you see it
Yeah.
moving?
Yeah.
Okay. So in October 2nd, 2000, price was at 0.82 for every single euro, right? For every single euro, for 1 euro, it has to be 0.82. Okay. And
Yeah.
now all of a sudden, within that 2000 and 2008, price went from 0.82 to $1.60,
Wow. Massive move.
right? And this was between 8 years. So
Yes,
whatever the economy was going on, I can go on Google and be like, okay, what happened between the United States and the euro, or what happened in Europe between 2000 and 2008? If I want to go back
okay.
and start doing research.
So meaning the trend enable you to know the historical moves, what could have happened in between the time frame.
So now
I
you
got
can go and do research on internet. Hey, look, so I saw that price went from 0.82 to 0.16. What happened to Europe? What made the economy appreciate? What did the president do at that time that made them? That's 8 years of tenure, right? And
exactly.
I don't know how they vote over there. I don't know how their system works, but
Yeah.
that's between October 2000 to July 2008.
Yeah.
And
I
then
got
between that 2008, price fell to zero point 0.9 by October 2022, but didn't go as low as 0.82 back in 2008, which means that there's a strong area right now that price is at that is either going to continue to go bullish in order for it to
okay.
continue to appreciate in value and try to
Mhm.
get back up to 1.5, or it's going to break below, which I'm not going to be surprised because, like I said, price is literally the answer to your problem. Because if you see right here, it's giving us this correction, yes. So look, boom, 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 boom. It's lower than this area. And what we
Okay.
understand when it comes to the market is lower lows and lower highs. What does that mean? When they say lower lows and lower highs, that means it's on the depreciation level, like it's reducing in value. So you give me a lower high right here, and you give me a lower low right here, and price right now is at a 50% level. And 50% is very, very sensitive. It's like either or can happen. And if you look over here from the previously, over here was a demand zone that was now looking to turn into a supply zone.
Okay.
And as you can see, the previous supply zone was over here. It supplied and distributed from over here. As you can see, boom, previously. Oh my gosh, I'm giving you too much game and you're not even paying for it. Listen,
I got you. I
so
just
look, previously it was at this support zone, right? Support, not support zone, demand zone, right? And when you have a demand zone, that's technically like a support level. A support level means that let's look at for a common price level that it was at. So boom. So price was at 1.22 for a long
okay.
time. October 2008, it came to that same level.
Okay.
July 2010, it came to that same level.
Mhm.
April, July 2012, it came to that same level. Finally, what happened? In January 2015, it broke below. Oh, yeah, let's go there. So now you see, now price is dancing a lingo in this new area that it formed, right? Because
Okay.
it went from being this expensive to depreciating in value a little bit and came all the way up to the 50% and dropped even lower. So if that's the case, that if
I
they
see. The
did
dollar
that
was
in
just
history, if we did that in history based on my Fibonacci retracement and based on the calculation of the market, now it's in a new area. One of two things is going to happen. Is either it's going to do the same thing, now it's at the 50% again to go lower, or it's going to find a way to look for this as a strong supply, as a strong demand zone to continue going bullish.
okay.
And it's probably going to break above it. If it doesn't, it's probably going to come here and retrace a little bit, right? To then continue going bullish again, or it's going to come over there and go over lower, like we already talked about previously. Any questions about that? And
Awesome.
this is just me telling myself a story based off technical. I haven't even looked at the market into Google or anything like that to be like, okay, what's the fundamental? Now, also, there's something we call fundamental in real time. So real time meaning
That's the next question. I wanted to let you know that the question I asked was based on current moment. Like, how do you factor that in?
no, but all this stuff that I'm doing is what we call back testing. So back testing is going to be your bread and butter when it comes to the market, because if you don't back test
Oh,
it,
really? Does
you
that
won't
really work?
you won't know what the
Historical
future.
incidents? What
Yeah,
happened?
because you won't know what the future is trying to look like. If the data is in front of you, it's just like saying, "Oh, okay, how how does one how does one know about the future if they don't know their history?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
If you don't know when, what country are you from again?
Popular saying, Nigeria.
Exactly. So if you don't know when Nigeria get independence, if you don't know when, oh man, I can do not can pull up Nigerian currency on here.
Yeah, yeah. Pull it up from a trading view.
Yeah,
Oh, is it integrated part of trading view?
is it not a country? What?
Oh, I can see. Really? Wow.
Is it in a country?
Seriously? Wow.
Is it in a country? Like, come on
Wow.
now. Look at Nigeria, my brother. Look at
Oh my
our
goodness.
country not even get better formation.
Versus what? Versus USD?
Yeah.
Shit. See, just plunging. Look at the way. What? This is a massive plunge. What happened there? Can you please tell me? This is 2016 or something. Could that
It's
be like an election? Can't be election because election was 2015.
but imagine, I wonder what was happening in 2016 around this area.
What was what was
What
that?
was happening in June 2016? You see. If you don't know your history, you won't know what happened.
What
That's
is happening?
why you go on Google and be like, okay, what happened in 2016 July in Nigeria?
You know, it might
Nigeria's
be like
economy.
I don't want to speculate or assume all this currency debacle. Like,
No, what I'm trying to get at is if you want to be able to back test and see if your strategy works, you can go back in time to practice it.
okay.
And then for you to
Okay,
apply,
back testing is a confirmation. Sorry to cut you. That is back testing is a confirmation of the move you are about to take, whether it's
back
going to work.
testing is the confirmation to make sure that your strategy to access
Okay,
the market is on point.
it's on point. Okay, wow, wow. You're not the only one like a hardcore trend analysis guy. I've heard of analysts like they are just pure trend analysis. They
Because
don't
the
care about.
price is giving you the story. Like everything is in front of you. But then let's say, okay, now let's look at Euro USD now from this week's standpoint. I'm gonna delete all if I'm I could delete all this stuff. I could delete everything, right? I could delete everything on the chart.
Okay,
Okay, cool. So Euro USD now on a weekly time frame. Let's go down weekly because everything I've been doing with you is on a monthly time frame. Let's go down to the weekly real quick. So now we're on this week so far.
mhm.
This week so far. So first of all, last week price went from. Hold on, let me go grab my charger because my laptop's about to die.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, adjustment.
Can you hear me and see me?
All right, welcome back. Yeah, I'm
All right,
seeing.
thank you. So now remember, like I said, if you somebody is an investor, investors mostly like, okay, I'll look at it from a weekly, from a monthly, you know, that way they can hold for like that's what the banks do. The banks are more like on the big time frames, like weekly, monthly, because they know what the overall move is. They don't, but obviously, also, you know how like new guys are like, okay, I want to make money now. They will come around, go 1 minute time frame. They, yeah, they
There's
go
a day
because
trader.
they're not trader like but if you don't know, you don't know. And you see
Yeah.
this right here. If I had seen this move,
Okay. Oh, these are huge. Wow.
if I
But
if, if I had seen this candle formation early enough, I would have gotten enough for that buy right there, because this is what we call a bullish engulfing. Because
Polish hour.
engulfing, and now look, it's about to go and even clear above this, right?
Almost immediately. Okay.
And look, let's say I was in there,
Yeah.
and I said, okay, I'm gonna take that trade.
Okay.
And let's say I had $1,000, for example, right?
Yeah.
I will only be risking I wouldn't be risking $2, right? $2 to be able to make $7.
Why
It's,
that?
why is that? Because as you can see, stop loss is 21. 21 means I'm risking, that's 2 pips.
Okay.
Pips compared to that's a 1-to-3 ratio.
Okay.
Right? Look at it. If I was to take this trade, I'll be risking $1 to make $3.
Okay. It's worth it. Yeah.
If I had a bigger account, I could be risking $10 to make 30. I could be risking $100 to make 300. I could be risking $1,000 to make $3,000. I could be risking $10,000 to make $30,000. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
But
Risk
it's
management.
the same thing. It's the same thing. Risk management. That's the word. That's the game. The game is risk management, but the game is not for you to come in here and try to make $1 million in a day.
Exactly. Without even sacrificing nothing, you just lose out.
You know? So the better you get, the more you can be able to do in this market. You can be in the market for less than, how many minutes is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can literally come in the market and get out within 10 to 15 minutes, and boom, my trade is complete. I'm out.
Wow.
I made my money for the day, because this is a 5-minute time frame. Like I said, I'm just seeing this now with you real time, right? But let me get to this part. So this is how we check for this is how we look at the market for the week. So now I know for this week, May 21st to May 27th, as of yesterday, Euro had a market had an impact, had a news at, well, it was all day. And then this is all currencies. And then this one is Great Britain had a right move HPI at 701 yesterday.
Okay.
And then JPY also had another news of core machinery orders at 1950. All this is you can look into and learn about. If I was to go, okay, this is JPY. Let's go to GBP JPY then. Let's see how that affected the market, if it did affect it. You see what I did there? Let's see what happened. Right? So yesterday at 1950 and 1901, GBP JPY had a news. Let's go and see what happened. How much was an effect did they have? Yesterday was Sunday. 19. This is 19 right here.
Yeah.
Boom. That was what happened. At 1901, the news came out. It didn't have that much impact, but it was yellow. So price was already bullish. Price already, first of all, as of 6 o'clock, it was on a bearish momentum. And right when the hour came up, it opened up bullish and it will continue to go bullish for the next 2 to 3 hours.
In anticipation of gold things coming on board, kind of.
Exactly. And obviously it's temporary, but you get the point.
Yeah. But all of a sudden it went bearish. Probably what they anticipated wasn't fruitful.
And for someone like me who's on the technical analysis side of things, oh my gosh, look at what I've been doing, and I didn't even look. So this is an analysis that I drew a while back, and it definitely played out.
Oh.
Right, and it's at that same price level now. And now look, it came and we tested that area, which is very, very understandable. That's a bullish engulfing, like we just saw right now on the euro, right? And then it came over there, tested, and now it's continuous bullish momentum. If anything was to happen where price goes above this 172.5 area and closes above, it's going to continue to go bullish for the rest of the week.
Wow. Nice.
It's going to continue to go bullish for the rest of the week, and we'll potentially be able to get up to, if now you see this whole area right here, if price was really that crazy and something drastic was about to happen, let me go look. Is there anything crazy that's about to happen this week for GBP? Look at that. Okay, on Tuesday, if on Tuesday at 4:30 a.m. this news is really on the big side, flash manufacturing and flash services at 4:30 on Tuesday, that might make this whole place look very, very green, whereby I'm going to continue to run up all the way up to 186, all the way from 172. It's going to be part of the reason why I continue to run up. But if that news is very, very impactful on the negative side, it's going to be the reason why it stays below, it stays in the zone and even continue and even potentially comes down even lower, breaks below 1.171 and continues to go bearish up onto 168.
Wow. It's interesting. Wow. That's really cool
Right?
because
Go ahead.
yeah, I say that's cool because you know the nitty-gritty of using the tools to draw trend line, target the move, the next move, and back testing basically.
Exactly, because I know exactly what happened at 1901 yesterday, and I know exactly what happened at 1950 yesterday because and I see what the news was about. So it didn't have that much effect on the market. So it's like, okay, next time I know in the future, if I was to ever see any news that has to do with right move or core machine value, I know it doesn't have that much impact on the market. So I'm not really worried about it. And it's very,
Yeah,
very obvious because it says yellow. And anything
yellow exactly. It's
yellow is
not,
not
not like
impacted.
a high
Red is like almost danger. It's like it's very, very high. So very, very so pay attention,
yeah,
right?
economic calendars. I think I used to even browse the website. But
Exactly. So
this
me
thing, economic calendar, what is this one called?
now this one is Forex Factory, right?
Oh, that is the name there. Okay.
And that's just one of the ones that I use. I also use like MSNBC and other platforms and things like that. But any questions? I'm giving you too much game, and I need to start charging you.
Exactly.
I need to
Yeah,
start charging you, man, because you're taking away from me, and I'm not even getting nothing.
that's good. That's good. You know, knowledge is a key. I think maybe next time. No, I was based on the question, the preset question, like how does a crypto come into play in forex or stocks? You know,
Mm-hmm.
that dynamics.
Yeah.
That I
So
don't understand. Yeah,
yeah,
crypto.
I mean, crypto is the same thing, brother. Like, say for example, right now, let's go over to. I'm not gonna go Bitcoin. I'm not gonna go. That's all this famous stuff that people know. Let's talk about XRP real quick, right? So it's the same concept, guys. Like it's the same artwork. Like it's nothing different. Like this whole thing that we're talking about is the same thing. What I'm teaching people how to do is how to read it.
Okay.
Because if you can read it, it's just like saying if you know your 1, 2, 3 and ABC,
Hmm.
you can learn how to spell any word and you can know how to solve any mathematical equation.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I'm teaching. I'm teaching ABC and 1, 2, 3 of the market.
I agree. I agree to that.
You understand that kind of thing? Because it doesn't matter. I'm doing the same thing in foreign exchange. I'm doing the same thing in cryptocurrency. I'm doing the same thing in the stock market. All I need to do is know how to do it. Know what I'm looking at. Know what this means. Know what that means. What did this candle mean? Why is this? Why did this candle come here and reduce in value? And then the next time it came over there, it wasn't as strong as it did this time. Like, why? It's because, well, it just wasn't ready yet to continue going bullish. Okay, cool. So if that's the case, well, at this level right now that it is, it in the past years, 2017 and thereabout, it was here. And then now, fast forward now to 2020, it came to that same area. Okay, cool. Now that we're in 2022, well, it wasn't 2022, it still came to the same area, except that
Hmm.
it's a little bit above where it was previously. So what does that
Exactly.
mean? It means that something is about to happen, that within the next few weeks to a month, that this XRP is about to boom.
That is it. More like during Christmas period, there will be sales, and
Exactly. All the
people
he say,
shopping.
all the sentimental traders that are
Yes,
like,
yeah,
listen, they are going to move this money. So guess what? I'm here. I'm ready for it because I know exactly what's going on.
yeah, that's true. Exactly. Makes sense. So as a wise investor or trader, you got to just position yourself and take advantage
That's
when
it. And just calm down.
yes, not over trading.
Like there's no need for
Yeah.
that. And on
It's all
top,
about
like as you advance in trading too, there's also something that is called alerts. So say for example, I don't like to be on the market every time, but I always come on here sometimes just to exercise my brain and look at what I see and see if I still got it. I just
yeah.
come on here and I can set an alert. Whenever
Oh,
the price gets to that level,
okay. It triggers.
That's it. That's all I need. And then I can come back to the chart.
Or wherever you might be, triggered on your phone or on laptop.
Exactly. And all I have to do is come back to the chart and see what's going on.
Yeah, that will really make you to, do other things, not doing
Come on, where do you see me every day? I'm at the office. Anybody got time to have my laptop every single where? I have other things to do. I have other calls to be on. Right? I have other people I have people that are paying me to get on Zoom with them. So I have to make sure that those are the top priority. I already give you more than 50 minutes of my time, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
At no
Maybe to
cost.
cover
And
to cover for the lost time.
you said what?
I said maybe to cover for the lost time. We're supposed to be on board.
I kind of felt bad too. No, for real. But
I'm just saying, no. I know it's for like freestyle, just to like just the way that.
you know, so
Yeah.
really, like, this is your time, man. Like I said, bro, like, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, I'm not saying you must pay me, but I'm saying, bro, like, if you want me to go any deeper than I already did with you, it's like, just invest in yourself, man. Like, imagine you saying, like, I want to become a doctor, and you're going to school of Google. Like, you're not gonna graduate ever.
Exactly. You have to pass the system.
You
This
have to
process.
actually, what I'm saying, put yourself in position, and I'm not even charging you like you're going to medical school. I'm just saying, look, you spend $600 every single month on something that is not that relevant. So just
Yeah.
invest it one time. It's not monthly, one time into yourself, and I'll be able to take my time with you every single day or every single however to make sure you get what you need to get out of it. And then you have
Exactly.
a lifetime membership, whereby now you're always going to have access to me, home and abroad.
Yeah.
All
So we'll talk.
because of one investment of $600. Like, come on.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that at least because I know you got the stuff for me to call learn from you too. So based on the fact that I've equally been studying the market, knowing the things, so as you are speaking, I'm flowing with it. I know what and what you're doing. Just to like improve upon what you've learned before. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, this is more practice for me, so I'm not even tripping. I win regardless. I'm winning, but I just want to make sure that you understand that I'm here for you, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not holding you to the next saying, oh, pay, but it's more so like, if you see the value in it, then let's collaborate. It's a collaboration.
Exactly.
It's a
Yeah.
way for you to lock in my attention. It's a way for me to want to invest more into you and go above and beyond. So, and
Exactly.
I also have a whole schedule that we go over. So let me just give you a little glimpse about it.
I got you. So I really appreciate your time making
No
out.
worries, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a 5-day course, nothing like that, nothing too crazy. Eh? My brother, which one?
For the
My that guy now. No, you be Bobby.
no Benin.
Oh, Benny.
Exactly.
Huh?
No, Benin very close to the birds. They are still good.
I'm a popsy there.
Oh, your popsy, nice. How is it going, sir? Nice to see you guys. I'm Benin, yeah.
Yeah. He see me for office now. I meet him for office. Yeah.
I really like what you are doing, man. So we'll talk offline based on how to
Nah, I
keep the
got you, bro.
conversation going.
I did with you for sure. Like, either way, bro, now we. I just want you to understand, so now we. No, not
Exactly.
we.
Oh,
No, now
that's
we are spot, like, we are together. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah, of course, I know.
And I'm gonna leave you with this, so that way you can get off and go about your day. Believing that you can is more profitable than believing that you can't. And whatever you say is what's going to happen. So just believe in yourself, believe in God, and most importantly, just work hard. Because at the end of the day, guy, it doesn't matter how much time you put into this. It doesn't matter how much effort you put into anything in life. If you're not doing it with true intention, and if you don't have massive action behind it, it's not going to work. I've been doing this for 4+ years. My dad can vouch for me. At some
How
point,
many years?
4+ years. My dad can vouch for me. He probably at some point he was asking me like, bros, like, how far? What are you doing? But now he's beginning to understand what I've been doing, because now I'm teaching it. You see what I'm saying? Before I was just on my own, just in my room, just locking myself away from other people, just grinding. I took a whole year off school. We had a whole situation back home. I had a whole year that I took off school because I didn't want to go back to school anymore because I was like, why do I need to go to school if I can just do this?
Yeah,
You see
yeah. That is
Nigerian
why I see all
parents now.
this job path making things happening
Like, you
around.
know, when Nigerian parents are like, not in my watch. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go back to school, finish up the degree. But now nobody's stopping me. I'm still doing the same thing that I was working for that time. And now I happen to start an academy that I'm teaching people like
Yeah, which is good. And you
like
have
it's
the
crazy.
technical know-how, the skill set and all that. You know, I've
And
studied.
the fundamental is there too. Don't get me wrong. I know how to, I just showed you how to correlate both of them.
Yeah,
You know? And imagine what's more is out there, man. I got you, brother.
I got you too, bro.
Let's
Anyway,
let's
I'll
go.
talk to you on the phone. So
He
see how
did, he did.
the
I probably go
conversation.
still jam you for office one of these days too.
Yeah. I was looking out for you the other day. I didn't see you.
No, we got you. Any
All
other
right, thank you
questions?
so much.
Anything else? You good?
I appreciate. I don't know. Will you give me opportunity to have access to the video to replay?
I got you. I must just send me your email. Well, I think I have your email, but send
You
me your
have,
email.
yeah, you have already.
If I can send it to your phone, I will. If not, I'll send it to your email.
Thank you. So it's more like a referral, like this my guy.
Text me the email again. Text me the email again.
Okay, I'll text you right now, you know.
All right, sounds good. All right, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you, and you have a great day.
No worries, brother. I'm about to
One
get
love. Yeah.
it. Bye.